What's the beach movies here? Now, pretty much almost every year, people always love to complain that Hollywood has no original ideas anymore. People always be like, "Oh, it's only remakes, reboots, etc." But Hollywood does make original films. I got a slew of lists of original movies to go out this year. So I'm gonna be doing my top 10 favorite original movies of the year. They're based on books and not remakes, etc. They might be a little bit ripoffs, I guess, but they're still technically original and everything. So, with that being said, here are my top 10, favorite original movies of the year. All right, coming in at number 10. This only watch your Apple, but still pretty much original, and that is of course Finch. Now, this is a new Tom Hanks movie that premiered all the way back, in November. Where Tom Hanks' character builds like this dog to look after his dog Goodyear, after he passes and all. And this movie is really heartfelt. You'll definitely be put into tears if you're watching this. Uh, it's a film about like the relationship between a man, a robot, and his dog. This is another one of where Tom Hanks just pretty much is just pretty much left alone with no people, but except I guess you could say it's like Castaway, but except with him having a volleyball, it's a robot and it's now. But it is really intriguing. Great performances by Tom Hanks. Kel Landry Jones, who actually plays the character Finch, the robot, is so good in this. It's a really intriguing film worth checking out. All right. My number 9 pick, I'm going to go with Last Night in Soho. Directed by Edgar Wright. Sadly, this movie did not make too much, which should be a post-child of, yeah, we did original films, but people just don't go out to support them. And Last Night in Soho is one of them. It's a really decent, creepy horror film, starring, Thomas McKenzie, starring Anna Taylor-Joy, uh, Smith, the late Diana Rigg was also in this. It has some great cast members, really cool visuals, great music, as well. It's such a rich story, and sadly, no one really went out to see it. So, yeah. Anyway, coming in at number 8, I'm of course gonna go with Red Notice. This is a really fun action film, starring the likes of Dwayne Johnson, Gal Gadot, Ryan Reynolds, and this is not the only Ryan Reynolds in this list, by the way. But man, Red Notice is so fun, so entertaining. A really fun action film worth checking out on Netflix. And Netflix is supposed to be doing like a couple of sequels, so be on the lookout for a couple of sequels. But man, Red Notice is a really fun film. All right. Coming in at number 7, this film will probably win Best Picture, by the way, and most likely original screenplay, I'm guessing too. And that is Kenneth Branagh, Belfast. Now, of course, Kenneth Branagh is no stranger for adapting stuff such as adapting comic books like Dora or adapting Tom Clancy novels like Jack Ryan, etc. Uh, so seeing him like go out to make something very original like this is really intriguing to watch. And I thought Kenneth Branagh did such a great job here. Jamie Dornan was great. Judi Dench, Ciarán Hinds was terrific. Lee Kid, Jude Hill. This movie is pretty much based on Kenneth Branagh's childhood, and I thought he did an excellent job with this movie, telling a great, intriguing story. The black and white aspects in this was really cool. The cinematography was great. Really decent film worth checking out. All right. Coming in at number 6, another film that's probably going to get some Oscar love for the McKay. He also wrote the all-star cast from Leo DiCaprio to Ariana to Jennifer Lawrence, Meryl Streep, Tyler Perry, Timothy Chalamet, etc. Great cast. Some of the visuals was really cool. Humor is great. Great music by Ariana Grande and Kid Cudi. Really decent original. I guess you could consider more like a let's say, Deep Impact or Armageddon, but it's still technically original because it's officially original script. So really decent film. And Adam McKay has done some really decent original movies over the years. I mean, he's only made one sequel, and that's the Anchorman sequel. So that tells you something about him. All right. Coming in at number.
I just ask you a quick question. So it's like it's not going to be at my computer, but I wanted to.
Coming in at number 5 is going to be Luca. Now, Pixar. Of course, they have done sequels like Cars sequels, Toy Stories, etc. But when they want to put out an original content, they know how to put out well. Next year we got Turning Red, which looks great. The following year they had Soul. I mean, they're doing a little. I can't really consider last year because that's more like a prequel thing. But they are doing better when it comes to putting out original stuff, and Luca is no exception. It is terrific. Great, visuals. It is stunning, really beautiful to look at. Really, these it's not their best work or anything. Like it's no Toy Story, it's no Monsters Inc., nothing like that. But it is a really intriguing film worth checking out. All right, number 4, another anime film on this list, and that is The Mitchells vs. the Machines. Now, this is literally pretty much about our everyday device go haywire. So that as an original content is intriguing. I mean, it's got some really cool voices. Animation is really decent. It's such a fun film worth checking out. I mean, it's definitely my favorite anime movie of the year. It's so funny, so heartfelt. Definitely go check this movie out if you guys haven't seen it. All right. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Licorice Pizza. Now, of course, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, and it's definitely one of his best work. Starring Cooper Hartman, Alana Haim, Bradley Cooper, Sean Penn was great. Benny Safdie is terrific. I mean, this movie is so well put together. Great writing. I mean, Pizza has done some really intriguing movies over the years, and Licorice Pizza is one of them. It's very funny. It's All right, 2 is of course Red Rocket. Now, this is in my top favorite movies of the year. That I'm gonna do sometime this week. But man, Red Rocket is so good. I mean, Simon Rex is so great in this. Susanna Stum was great. Directed by Sean Baker. All right, think away. Anyway, yeah, definitely really decent film worth checking out. Very funny, very raunchy. Sean Baker has made some really decent movies over the years, from Tangerine to The Florida Project, and Red Rocket is one of them. Really terrific film, so definitely go check it out. And my number 1 favorite original movie of the year is definitely Free Guy. Another Ryan Reynolds movie in this list, by the way, starring Jodie Comer. You had Taika Waititi, Lil Rel Howery was also in this. It's so funny. The action's great. I mean, we have seen these type of video game movies before, but nothing like in the part of a film where an everyday guy finds out that he's in the world of a video game. I mean, this is definitely a really cool film. Ron Reynolds was great. Sean Levy did a great job at directing. Really decent and funny flick, and I'm looking forward to see a sequel. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10 Finch, 9 Last Night in Soho, 8 Red Notice, 7 Belfast, 6 Don't Look Up, 5 Luca, 4 The Mitchells vs. the Machines, 3 Licorice Pizza, 2 Red Rocket, and number 1 is Free Guy. Now, there's loads of other ones I probably could have had too. Let's see. Mask is pretty good. Encanto was good. Being of the Ricardos, The French Dispatch. Wes Anderson always makes original content, so there's that. Vacation Friends, The Tomorrow War, Army of the Dead, Are They 4, Raya, Ron's Gone Wrong, Palmer. Nobody was pretty decent. Kate, Land, Boss Level, Slacks, Together. Here's the Bob and Star, Loathings, Psycho Gorman, Finding Ohana. Boy, look at all the original content Hollywood put out that they put out this year. And people always say that Hollywood don't have any original ideas. Anyway, let me leave you guys. What were some of your favorite original movies of the year? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Samuel signing out.